What's going on, everybody? Welcome in to another episode of the third line. Join. I'm your guy, Pat Bernard, and man, how about that? That's how you come out of a second half of a hockey season with the Philadelphia Flyers rocking the Edmonton Oilers, a place where the Edmonton Oilers do not play in particularly well. They do not. Something about South Philly, man, that really, Connor McDavid is nowhere to be found. This Edmonton Oilers team struggles here. Struggles. It's almost like the spectrum when players used to enter there, and they would have fear where this Edmonton Oilers team comes into South Philly and they're frozen. And that's what happened today. If I would have told you the Philadelphia Flyers were going to beat the Edmonton Oilers at home, you would have thought I was nuts with the high scoring offense that they have compared to the Philadelphia Flyers. You would have thought I was nuts. But no, that's it. The Philadelphia Flyers do a heck of a job today. Right off the bat, let's get right into it. Michkov right here sets the tone of the game. He had a goal and 2 assists. Just that line of him, Sean Couturier, and Owen Tippett really getting things going as they would just find each other open. Again, Michkov sets the tone early, like within under 5 minutes of this game. He gets a goal. He shoots the puck, gets his loose change, and then finds it right past Stuart Skinner, the Edmonton Oilers goaltender. Really solid stuff. Gets his 17th goal of the year. And then he was just facilitating, connecting with Sean Couturier. You know, as Sean Couturier calls it a turnover, the puck came right into Owen Tippett's hands. Michkov's hands. Mitov Michkov finds Sean Couturier left on an island by himself, right down Broad Street. Makes a nice pass. He finds the back of the net. Really. And then, of course, when Michkov looks like he was going to run, he connects with Owen Tippett. Owen Tippett then get his goal. But, and this is what you want to see from the Philadelphia Flyers. Them not surrounding the season, them getting a fresh start, them being healthy is key. Owen Tippett with a pair of goals. Forces a turnover, takes the puck the other way, backhanded goal. You name it, top shelf. I mean, Owen Tippett really played well today as well, today, along with the rest of the offense. But, I mean, if Michkov was your guy, he played like he was meant to be played. He showed up. Just looked like when his rookie season hit a wall a little bit. He broke out of it, and he found the back of the net, and he was facilitating. He was using vision. And I don't know what it is about South Philly, but Connor McDavid does not play well here. It's like he has a fear to come into South Philly. Owen Tippett looks, I mean, not Owen Tippett, I'm sorry. Connor McDavid just looks scared. He looks intimidated coming to South Philly. It's like the spectrum all over again. When teams used to come and have fear of South Philly, that's Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid has that fear. And Andrei Kuzmenko, he gets a goal. He was left wide open at the top of the circle. Travis connect with him. He unloads a goal. I mean, this was the Flyer. This was a Flyers day. This was a Flyers day. This was a Flyers breakout party. And I don't know if some of these guys not making into the Big Four. I don't know if that bothers some guys like Owen Tippett, but this was a breakout party for the Philadelphia Flyers. This was great. You take down one of the top teams in the Western Conference. I mean, that's a high scoring offense right there. And I mean, if you watch the first period, the defense alone made it hard for that Edmonton offense to get anything going and make things clicking. I mean, the defense played well. Now, I will give the Edmonton defense credit too. In the first period, they called 6 turnovers, taking the pucks right out of the Flyers' hands. But the Flyers weren't letting up. I mean, by the end of the first period, it was 2-1 Edmonton. John Klingberg gets the first goal as a Edmonton Oiler. But that was coming from a guy who hasn't scored a goal in 2 years. Of course, Leon Draisaitl, he was being a pest through the course of this game. But again, he's showing you why he's the number one goal scorer in the league. The plays that he can make. He was left all alone in the middle of Broad Street. Left all alone for him to tattoo Sam Harrison. And then you saw the one play, he was being double teamed. And he finds he found a teammate wide open, and he scored a goal. Like, this is why Draisaitl's showing you why he's the guy. Shows you he's second in points in the league. Shows you why he's the number one goal scorer. He was being a pest for the Philadelphia Flyers. He was tough to defend. It was really a seesaw battle between him and Mitchkov today. But the Philadelphia Flyers walked out of South Philly today. 6-3. 6-3 over the Edmonton Oilers. That's insane. Oh, my man Dave Yarnold. What's up, buddy? He goes, Owen Tipping having a nice game for the Fly guys today. Yeah, he did. Absolutely right, Dave. A pair of goals. A pair of goals for my man Owen Tippett. How about that, Dave? First, forcing a turnover. Taking the puck all alone the opposite way. Finds the back of the net. Going backhand top shelf. And Mitchkov being the playmaker that he is. And I love how the offense was clicking. Loved it. Getting in open areas, shooting the puck, Ristolainen, putting a nail in the coffin by scoring the empty netter. And now this team waits for the Pittsburgh Penguins to come in for a home and home. I'll take it. The Flyers believe that they're not out of the playoff race. That this horse is alive and they're not out of it. But this is a good way to start. I mean, when I heard that, I was like, you're supposed to say that. You don't want to tell your fan base that you're laying down, but no, they meant business today. You put up 6 goals on this team. Amazing. Loved what I saw. Loved it. Great stuff from your Philadelphia Flyers. They fought, they clawed, and they battled right there in South Philadelphia. And then the Oilers didn't have anything. They didn't really have an answer. I mean, like I said, I thought they were going to be a little bit more effective than that. But I don't know. Maybe some of those guys like Connor McDavid might be fatigued from this tournament that just went on. Maybe some of those guys are tired. But I mean, that's not an excuse. I mean, listen, you're getting paid to play. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. And they just didn't have it. They didn't have an answer. So credit. I mean, you got credit for this. And maybe this is a momentum builder for the Philadelphia Flyers moving forward. But you got to give this team credit. The offense is, credit. You got to give the defense. I thought played well. I mean, regardless, still gave up 3 goals. But I mean, listen, you're talking about a high-powered offense. You're talking about top-tier players in the world, not just in the league, in the world that you're facing. A tag team like Draisaitl and McDavid, it's just a handful enough. And for you Philadelphians, I don't know if you saw, did you see Mr. Nurse out there? And I'm not talking about Nick Nurse. I'm talking about Darnell Nurse, Donovan McNabb's nephew. He was on there. But again, most of those guys did not have an effect on this game. You're talking about a guy who hasn't scored a goal in 2 years. You're talking about Draisaitl showing up. But outside of Draisaitl, there was no answer from this Edmonton Oilers team. You got to credit the Flyers for that. It's almost like the NBA. There's guys like Draisaitl that's going to get his expected of. But no, I'm happy. Where the Philadelphia Flyers, where Mitchkov was getting everybody into a routine, everybody involved. Like I said, love that line. Love it. Love the leadership from Couturier. Love the presence of an Owen Tippett, and I love the future of Mitchkov. I mean, this kid's just shy of 20 goals already. 20 goals. There's only a handful of games left to go. There's 25 games. It's going to be interesting to see what happens down the road with this team, with the Philadelphia Flyers. This team has to start believing themselves. So, so they get the 2 points. I said, so I'm going to go around the NHL for today. Philadelphia Flyers win 6-3 at home. Another final of the day, going in overtime. The Red Wings lose at home against Minnesota. Minnesota wins 4-3. Right there in Pittsburgh, classic battle between Ovechkin and Sidney Crosby is going on. Middle of the first, Capitals up 1-0. Battle in New York today as the Rangers are taking on the Sabres at 5:30. 6 o'clock, the Predators will host the Avs. Game of the night right here. The Devils and Stars locking up at 6 p.m. Another good game to watch on the slate today. Maple Leafs and Hurricanes. That's always a good one. Panthers and Kraken tonight at 6 p.m. is also the Senators and the Canadians battling it out. Blue Jackets and Blackhawks today. out there in Columbus. That'll be going on today at 7 p.m. The Bruins will be hosting the Ducks at 7 p.m. The Kings will host Utah at 9. And the Golden Knights will be hosting the Canucks at 10 p.m. And that is your slate of the day. So a couple good games to watch out for. Like I mentioned, game of the night is going to be the Dallas Stars taking on the Devils, and the Hurricanes taking on the Maple Leafs. That should be a good one as well. So a couple of things I want to get into. Like I said, big, huge win for your Philadelphia Flyers moving forward. They were currently at the 15th seed. They'll be bumping up soon. Again, still believe in themselves. Still believe that they can make the playoffs. It's going to be a tall order for them. But, hey, listen, if they can handle business like they did today and have this confidence booster, you don't know. You don't know. Dave says, can the 76ers make it 2 wins at the Wells Fargo Center tonight? Time will tell. I'm not going to say anything. I hope so, Dave. I hope so. I hope the 76ers get their head out of the ground and start playing some real b-ball. But I'll save that for my later post-game show when I do the 76ers one. So a lot of action here, David. I'm glad you said that. There's still Philadelphia Union back today. You have the Philadelphia Union. You have the Philadelphia Wings today. They need to get into the win column. If any team needs to get back into the win column, it's those guys dropping 3 straight. But listen, I want to give my grades of the game, and I'm going to go. It's a very rare. I'm going to go A. I think the offense played well. I think the defense played okay. Still gave up 3 goals, which is but yeah, listen, you kept the best player in the world off the scoreboard, so I got to give you credit for that. I thought the first period defense was okay. Yeah, so I want to give it an A. I thought the offense was really, really solid. The offense makes up for a lot of bad things, and the offense to me was great, setting up plays, getting creative in the offensive zones, forcing turnovers in the defense in the neutral zone. I thought this team played really, really well. So I want to give it an A. And I am going to tell you my player of the game. It's really tough between Owen Tippett and Mitchkov, but I'm going to give it to Mitchkov just because Mitchkov was using his vision today. And he also set the tone of the game today. I think Mitchkov needs to be your player of the game. Even though Owen Tippett did put up there, but one of those came from Mitchkov with his assist. So, yeah, that's where I'm going to go. Mitchkov is your player of the game. And guys, make sure you stay around. Again, I will be back here later tonight on Sixers Post. Keep you updated. And guys, check me, Pat from Ambler, on Twitter, Patrick Bernard on Facebook, Frankie Frizzo Sports on Instagram. I mean, you guys can hit me up from wherever, TikTok, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm always around. This is the third line, Jawn. Make sure you subscribe to us right here at Stream Punk Entertainment. Oh, Mr. Leon, what's up? Because I don't buy it. He said, "What's up? What's up, buddy?" Mr. Leon, what's up, my man? We're talking about the Philadelphia Flyers. An incredible win. Mr. Leon, I know you're not going to believe this, but they won 6-3 over the Edmonton Oilers. You're not going to believe it. Oh, man. Mr. Leon says, okay, not much. Happy they won at least. Yeah, well, I get it. You're not happy. But, I mean, they believe that they can still fight for a playoff spot. And a win over a high-powered offense does raise an eyebrow a little bit. Yeah, that was weird. And you know what's funny, Leon? I brought this up earlier. I think a lot of guys, I think a lot of fans, I think a lot of guys on this team are upset that they didn't make Team Canada. And I think with all this rest and everyone getting healthy, I think if they're not going to make it into Team Canada, they're going to make it to the playoffs. So that's what their beliefs are. And I know it's a long stretch, but we'll see what happens. But I want to let everybody know. Catch me later. It's your guy Pat Bernard, and I'll catch you later. Thank you so much. And I'll talk to you later, Mr. Leon. Catch me tomorrow morning. I will be talking more Philadelphia Flyers hockey as the morning goes on. Catch me 9 a.m. right here on Stream Punk Entertainment Sports. Guys, I'll catch you later. Thank you so much. Real fast, he goes, what happened to Travis? He might rally the troops. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know why. But listen, let that hunger and anger carry here. It might help us. It might help the Philadelphia Flyers. A lot of those guys are angry. Cheers, and make sure to set your alarm there, Mr. Leon. I know you're up there in Toronto, but make sure you set your alarm. Make sure you want to dial in to me live tomorrow morning. Fresh off the bat, I'll be talking Philadelphia Flyers. All right, buddy. See ya.